At least I have a top 10 car. I keep fucking locking up tires on this corner. No! 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 Ah! I was trying to get going, you motherfuckers! No one better run me over again. No one better fucking run me over. You, Biffle! Greetings, I'm Smithers, and welcome back to my NR2003 Career Mode series. Moving and grooving through the 2008 chase, and we actually might have a shot at getting the title this season. I'm not trying to get my hopes up too much, especially with this new Roval that I just added onto the season. It's just over the horizon. Very unknown with the Cup car with the COT. I did the Nationwide Series race, and I barely was able to hang on into the top 5 and top 10 with that thing. I'm one bad finish away from dropping out of this top 5 in the points in the chase standings, and I really don't want to do that because there's not very many races left. This would be the absolutely wrong time to be doing that. In today's race, I'm accompanied by 2 subscribers that I randomly chose from the short that I left, asking your opinion on who you think is going to win the title this season. A lot of you think that I've been consistent enough in this chase for that title to be mine. I gotta tell you, that adds just a bit more pressure for these next 6 races, and it's quite flattering, but my anxiety is gonna be getting to me in those moments. The pressure's gonna be on, and I'm gonna have to perform. During lap 1 of last week's race at Nazareth, the 10 car of Smithers gets into the number 43 of Labonte, but get this, that Cheerios car is going to have a new driver next season, and it's the guy that wrecked him. After the checkered flag, Bobby Labonte found the number 10 car in the cooldown lap and roughed him up a bit. Not only that, parked on him down pit road and had a word with Smithers. We also heard that the king himself called Smith, but what was discussed we can only assume was about what happened on the track. Watch Smithers today to see how he races around his competitors to see if Richard Petty got through to this young driver. Kurt Busch is on a 44 race winless streak since his second win on the channel last season back in Watkins Glen. Since the chase has started, the 2 team has finished in the top 10 every single time and runner-up 3 times. That's just in these last 4 races, not counting the regular season where he's only got 2 more top 5s, but 17 top 10s in the 2008 season so far. Nazareth last week was another one that got away. He had ran inside the top 5 all night long and caught a massive break when he had restarted in 3rd place with 15 laps to go, quickly got around the number 11 car of Denny Hamlin, and was reeling in the number 29 of Kevin Harvick. Kurt looked to be fast enough to catch the yellow and red Shell Chevy, but he ran out of laps and Harvick walked away with his 2nd victory of the season. The Nationwide Series was the first series to splash onto the New Hampshire road course layout, and from a driving perspective, it was difficult to maneuver around on older tires and keeping pace going around the hairpin corner, then up a steep incline to where eventually it eased off into a swooping left turn. Managed to get myself a 3rd place finish, and Joey Logano, driver of the number 20 Cup car next season, took home the checkered flag. It's almost like a premonition in an alternate reality where he might get his first Cup win. This course has a lot of points of interest to watch out for some action, as on the final lap, our leader almost sent himself over the hill. The sun is out up in New Hampshire, and NASCAR is ready to kick off their 5th chase race in 2008. Juan Pablo Montoya got your pole, and one of our subscriber entries, Shadowheart, you have qualified on the front row. Driving the 000 is what the number is, but it's the EA Sports NASCAR 2009 Chevy Impala that you're in today. And Says Night Owl, you have made it into the number 45 Richard Petty Experience Dodge Charger, qualified in 5th. Both of you had a better qualifying time than I did. I kind of struggled. My car's a little bit struggling through that part, like my Nationwide car was struggling. The heavy braking points going up the hill, couldn't quite get the power down. Kurt Busch in the Blue Deuce is your point leader going into today's race, leading by about 30 points. He qualified in 14th. Can see that our chase guys are kind of split pretty much in half. Half of us have qualified and we're up front near the top 10, and the other half are around 15th to 20th, and even farther back, Johnson's down in 23rd. That 48 team's been struggling these last few weeks, especially with qualifying. They've been able to make up some of their points with some decent finishes, but that 48 car is not performing as how they should be. Going through the rest of your grid here, you can see these times are spread out from like 106s to 105s all the way down to 112 down in Joe Nemechek, the slowest car on the field today. Gonna have to watch out for lap cars after a few laps of this race. Absolutely no cautions on road courses for the rest of the season. I mean, this is the last road course of the schedule. but just throwing that out there. There's not really anyone else to make note about on the starting grid. Johnson is the farthest down, qualified in 23rd for chase contenders. Other than that, we're all up front, as well as the 2 subscriber entries of Says Night Owl and Shadowheart. Maybe a subscriber might get their first win today, I don't know. On the back straightaway infield road of New Hampshire's 3 and 4. Had to dip my tires through the sand a little bit. That's not going to be good on my start. I'm going to be slipping. 38 laps though on the circuit today. Gonna have at least 1 pit stop like we did in the Nationwide Series race. Might have 2 for fuel and tires, but we'll see. We're under green for the first Cup race in the New Hampshire road course. Juan Pablo Montoya and Shadowheart taking the front row. Says Night Owl, you're down behind Carl Edwards. I'm sneaking it 3 wide already, going in on Harvick. Made it work. Not gonna send it 3 wide, gonna stay right behind the 07 of Boyer. Watch out for Says Night. We're all tight here, kind of banging doors. Gonna still give you the lane up there, the 45. Ambrose is trying to charge around me on the inside now. I had the inside lane. Oh, Boyer almost got knocked off by Says Night. I hope you guys are okay that I didn't put your numbers in from your YouTube names onto the race cars. And I hope you guys are okay with what cars I put you in. I mean, I kind of like, I don't know, based it a little bit off of what I could see from your profile, like Shadowheart. I know you got a picture next to Jimmy, so I'd put you in a Chevy. And then Says Night, you and me have been talking about the inner workings between these subscriber cars and the future subscriber series, so figured I'd put you in the 45. I kind of don't really pick like it specifically who I put in each car. I kind of just randomize it with how I randomize who I pick to put in those cars. Get off me, Boyer! Get off me! Damn it! We were stuck on locked in on bumpers. He was trying to cross me over, and he caught my rear bumper and about spun me into the hill. If we don't see a car go over that hill today, I'm gonna send it over it off on the cooldown lap at the end of this race. I'm gonna send my freaking number 10 right over that thing just to see what fucking happens. I'm curious. Right now it's racing, we're side by side, we're knocking elbows with Ambrose right now, one of the best road course racers on the freaking New Zealand Australian circuit. Some of these corners are definitely acting the same like my Nationwide car did, where the rear end wants to kick out again. It's not letting me put the power down. I'm putting the power down the straightaway though. We got hella fucking speed in this 10 car. And she works nicely around these ovaled 1 and 2 corners. Was able to gain a spot on Boyer. I'm sure he's looking forward to next season already. He has had an atrocious start to the chase. Same corner again I mess up on and they reel me right back in. I cannot put the brake down as late as they do or as hard as they do. I'm trying. Like, I push my pedal to the floor and this thing's still rolling like it's not got any brakes. I don't know if that's a rig thing that's going on with my pedal system. Better figure out where you're going, Boyer. There's a lot of places on that back straightaway where you can cross up just wrong and spin somebody out. Edwards did that in the Nationwide Series race yesterday, trying to get a lap car out of the way. Crossed him up and just spun him out going over the hill. Trying to angle and shortcut that last dogleg corner onto the straightaway. The AI take it all the way out to the wall, which I don't see as necessary. And Edwards took that all the way out to the wall too, which I didn't see as necessary. That really helped me catch up to the next position. I see Says Night up there. I just hit Edwards again. I've done that twice now this weekend. I almost spun him out. Boyer. I saw him coming up in my rear view mirror. I was trying to cut him off. I gotta protect myself on this part of the racetrack. I'm not the same. I'm almost standing up out of my seat getting on that fucking brake pedal in some of these corners. Give you 1 tap. Oh, I didn't shift in time. I was trying to downshift so I can get the jump out and the exit of the corner and it didn't work. Wonder how our subscriber entries are doing so far. I haven't passed either of you guys. You both have taken off from me. Up there, I see the bright blue 45 and then the 000 EA NASCAR Chevrolet is still up there in the top spot somewhere. This is my best part for some reason in this Cup car. The actual oval's the best part that my car's doing at right now. Here I gotta slow down so much. Let the car just coast and turn. If I try and get into the gas, she's gonna be spinning sideways. I see you guys up there, quite a distance away, but it can be worked. I got the whole rest of the racetrack that I'm kind of decent with. Play with the throttle, angle the tires right, hit the curbs right. I did not hit that right. Currently 4.3 seconds behind you, says Knight. We'll see what it is on this lap. Not a bad day for the Smithers channel though, if we all get fucking top fives. 3 cars in the top 5 right now are currently people of my garage area. Not technically my cars per se, but like, you know, you guys are part of this channel. You guys are a part of me. It's a 5.21 now. I did lose a second. Yeah, this corner, it's too sharp for me to just, I've got the wheel at 180 degrees. I'm looking at the bottom of my fucking wheel and it's not wanting to, I've almost got it fully cranked going around that thing just to try and, I don't know, get speed, do anything. Overshot that corner a little bit. Boyer's making me nervous. Don't overshoot corners like this. Oh, we're in the grass. Get back on here. Sorry, Boyer, that's not gonna be your spot. Not yet. My car is handling bad, or this is just a bad lap. What the fuck am I doing? You guys are all the way down there now. I've given up so much time. 5.2, it's 6.9 now. Oh my gosh. At least I have a top 10 car. I keep fucking locking up tires on this corner. No! No! Ah! Ah! Fuck! I was trying to get going, you motherfuckers! You self-aware, unself-awareness! No one better run me over again. No one better fucking run me over. Fuck you, Biffle! And of course there's no cautions. Ah! I didn't know if I was gonna get hit or not there. I just lost so much time. Son of a that was a lot of curse words into one sentence, but that would piss me off. We were doing just fine if Boyer wouldn't have gotten his fucking patience in a bundle. He's not even racing for shit this season. What has he got to fight for? Not being last in the chase with the 20 car Stewart? I swear to God, if I get bullied out and spun out one more time, I'm gonna start punting people. All the way down into 25th. Fuck you. Yeah, we're just having a big mess over here. I am not having a good time. First bad chase race of the entire season. Here we are. I cannot tell you how, like, hot I am right now. I am fuming with rage. Only 8 laps in this fucking race. We have such a long way to go, which, I mean, I guess isn't the worst. That means we got time to make up for what just happened. Losing 20 spots on a road course with no cautions. I'm never gonna make that time up. I'm gonna have 30 laps to try and gain what... Oh man, that was such a bad lap. I wrecked over here in turns 1 and 2. The silence is loud. I can't get up the fucking hill, and that's where Boyer ran me over and just took me out. The rest of the track I'm fine with. I just tried to get under the 40 there, but that didn't work out. I'm not gonna waste time behind too many of these guys. Probably should make some adjustments for when I come down for fuel and tires. This car is not ready. If I can recover from this, it'll be a fucking miracle that I've done anything to get myself back into the top 10. We're gonna lose some points today. At least I'm still up towards the front, kind of in the chase, but we're running out of races. We're halfway through this thing after the conclusion of this one. We've got some good races for us coming up, though. Texas is good. We finished well there. We've had one atrocious race there earlier this season, but last year we did well there. And I'm talking about the very first Texas race there, not last year's fall race because I wrecked my ass off and spun it flying down the front straightaway last year in the fall Texas race. But we've had one good race there, had good speed all the time. Talladega is Talladega, it's super speedway, we're gonna be fine there, I think. Just gotta watch out for the wrecks. And then a couple of other mile and a halves. Phoenix is coming up, and then Homestead through Kentucky in there. Kentucky is going to be a track for next week. I am not gaining anything on anyone else, I don't think, right now. Like, the one car is still 4.8 seconds ahead of me. I haven't really been paying attention to the gap of seconds that I am behind him. I've just been trying to drive this track and, you know, get around it as fast as possible and just catch cars past them. I can start to see more detail of the one of Truex now. We're getting closer.
Wrecking.
Someone's wrecking. Just heard over the radio there's a wreck. Have no idea where, but someone's at fault now and it's not me. I hope it's a chase contender, to be honest. Usually you can get away with it if all your other competitors are having issues as well, but if you're the only one out of the 12, then you're going to be sinking, kind of like Kyle Busch at Kansas a couple weeks ago. He was the only one way back in the 30s, and he dropped completely out of the competition. Still hasn't recovered. There we go. Now that we've gotten a couple laps down, we've really reeled in the one car. Going to be able to dive in here. Teammate 19 car of Sadler's back here, Everham teammate, and then Johnson is the next car in line after this 19, which is a little crazy. The 48 car is not having a very good road course day. I just tapped my teammate a little bit and it gave me vulnerable for the one car. I can, again, even with the one car, I cannot get up and away from him. I just get sucked in. And then I fucking send it in this corner because I can. My car actually hooks around the banking and takes it. This track has definitely not been easy for me on either race. Having troubles, having to fight from some sort of fault. I ran into the wall a couple of times yesterday in yesterday's race. When we come back here, I'm gonna have to take some time to actually figure out a setup to get me out of that scenario. This part of the track. Oh, I'm on the brakes, you bitch! Fuck! Like, I don't know what the hell happens to my car. I hit the brakes at the same damn point every time, and the car just doesn't stop anymore. This is just an irritating, frustrating race. I've been frustrated inside the car since we got spun out from 5th place by Boyer. He better watch his shit out at the end of this race. He better be already in his motorhome heading out of this racetrack by the time I get my car parked down pit road. Here we go again, doing the same thing I did the last lap, and look, I didn't overshoot it and go into the wall this time. I hit the brakes right before the little turn kink into the infield to make around that corner there, that little hairpin loop to go up onto the hill here. Hit the same braking point every time. I don't understand why some laps my brakes just don't want to fucking work. Finally catching back up to my teammate. Move, you slow turtling ass. Come on, let's go. About to crack the top 20 again. Here's the 48 car. He has been just a shell of himself this entire chase run. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this 48 car. I ain't touched him. Chad Knaus has like been under the weather or something. They've had somebody else on the top of that 48 pit box. They ain't the magic duo they once were. I've been really focused on just trying to make sure I hit my lines and just get back somewhat going towards the front. Oh, I tapped Jimmy! Fuck! Damn it, I didn't mean to spin out Jimmy, I'm sorry. I was trying to get up on the other side of him and our bumpers connected and we stuck together. Sadler got back by me again. Not for long. At least I know 1 and 2, I can just kind of send it to those sweeping corners and at least get my spot back. Like, how much more do I gotta slow fucking down in order to make this corner? And I try to get back into it and the tires don't want to get grip. The car's just whoom, whoom, whoom. Thought I had a decent handling race car going in from practice into the race, but this thing is the worst thing I've ever fucking driven. It's literally just irritating me how the car's not working how like my nationwide car was around some of these corners where I was able to downshift and it hooked around, was able to put the power back down. I'm not going down pit road, you dumb son of a bitch. I just touch the cones because I'm trying to shortcut much of this course as I can. We're in 18th. I gotta come down for tires. Shit. Well, hopefully we can make it back around. I didn't realize that I was almost out of tires. Maybe that's also why I can't stop. I hope it's scheduled. I haven't been really paying attention much down pit road to see if there's any cars that have been heading down there the last lap or so. Well, here we go. We're gonna come down or else I'm gonna blow a tire, so I really couldn't have pushed it any farther. We qualified in 10th. Where's our pit box at? I see it. We're in between the 84 and the Altel car. I only saw Vickers come down here, so I don't know. We might be going a little bit too early. I also did spin the car out, so this could be scheduled just for how abused and fucked those tires are. I said no to damage. What the fuck are you guys doing? Get those hammers back over the wall. Well, there's the 45 of Says Night Owl. I bet I just went a lap down or something. I also changed the track bar. I brought it down by like almost an entire round to try and help me get around here. Let's see what happens. Still kind of feels like ass. I don't know if I can believe that I'm in 20th right now. There's a lot of cars that were going by me while I was down pit road. Wrecking in turn 5. That's like right behind me again. As long as it's not me, I don't care. Oh shit. Alright, come on Reagan, let's get out of the way here. Slowpoke, I'm trying not to wreck you. Follow Says Night. You taking a pit stop? Yep. Okay, so maybe it was scheduled. I just came down a lap earlier than some other people. I'm down in 26th now. That doesn't make me feel great. We got 18 laps to go. I just slid the fuck out of these tires. There are a lot of cars up here. How many of you are wrecked and need to go back down for repairs? I need some of you to get back down there. Car doesn't feel bad on fresh tires. Like, it's able to hook around all of these corners just fine. It's just once the tires wear out and the rubber on the Goodyears are gone, my car handling goes completely out the window. We're in the dirt again. I didn't turn the wheel enough. Lead bunch pit. Are these guys pitting too? Is that what you're talking about? Sure thing. That's 2 more spots for me. Hey, the 31 of Burton. That's another chase guy. Okay, now we're in 21st again, kind of getting about back where we were before pit stops ever happened. I'm not gonna try and push this 31 car. We all know that they're gonna outbrake me. Try to follow the same line, gently get back into the gas, and he has disappeared from me. I just gotta watch out in my rearview mirror if there's anyone behind me going up that hill. Burton did not get around that very well. Here we go. That was a nice set of corners. Can I get him in this little kink? I think it's gonna happen. There we go, cleared him. Next car is the 88 of Dale Jr. And the 5 is up there of Casey Mears. Didn't gain anything. Oh, there we go, now it updated. 17th. I was like, we didn't gain anything that lap even after passing the 31 car? Things might play out okay. Things might just play out okay. Oh my god. That corner is gonna be the death of me. It's my kryptonite of this entire circuit. Me and Burton are fighting for this fucking spot now, damn it. I didn't have the preferred line. There's a lot of cars here that could really benefit me with some positions if I could just drive around them. The 31 car, Junior is up there, he's next. But now he's 2.2 seconds ahead. He was a lot closer. He's next to this 5 car last time I saw him. Here we go, get some distance between me and the 5. Get really up close to the 1 car that I have. some sort of a gap going into this. I don't think I'm ever gonna get up there nicely. It's just not gonna happen. Oh, the 24's in the tires! Oh no, championship contender. Something happened to him. I don't know if he got sent or if he just overdrove it. I kind of caught the aftermath of that. He's still rolling though. He's able to get out, didn't get stuck. I'm getting to the inside of the one car. I'll try to cut him a little short so I can make the corner and not get off into the grass. If I swing that corner too wide, I go into the freaking lawn clippings. Become a lawnmower with this underbite of a race car for a splitter. Whoa, 88, gonna split him in the middle. Gain another spot, I believe. We're in the top 15 now. We're slowly crawling back after our spin in the beginning of the race. 15 to go, 15th position. Can I just, you know, gain a position a lap? That'd be nice. Watch out for that 88 car. That's what got me last time. Just hang it wide, let him have it. I'm gonna be able to get him back in this corner. Shifter down into second. Crank that wheel. Back in line with the 22 CAT machine. There is no... Oh, fuck. I got into his ass. There's no room for passing up on this part of the track. Unless you use the bumper like I just did, there is no other way to do it. I also think I need to calm down all the sliding I did at the beginning of the race, trying to also over-aggressively make up for me spinning out. Also cost me some of the tires that I had to come down a little earlier than the whole field. Because I was sliding around trying to just push it, was not being efficient with my tires at all, and locking them up every time going into this corner. Do I have the power to get around a lap car? Do I have a power to get around the lap car? Barely. Me and Sam are fighting to get up this thing. Jeez. Well, I've been dicking around with those guys a little bit. At least Kurt Busch, Kenseth, all these guys haven't gone away from me too far. Lap cars have been holding them up. I see the 16, the 17, and the 2 car. 41 and the 83, I think, are bumping into each other, blocking both lanes. Again, angle it right, get down to this inside, and gun it. No more lap cars between me and the next position. This is where it's going to get sketchy, though, is if I try and get in front of these guys and then have to block going into this hairpin. I have to do it so early. Trying to follow the 17's line here. He's swinging it a little bit wide. Trying to learn whatever I can from anybody else just to help. I hit the rev limiter a little bit, but we ain't going into third gear. Just pushed it. Sorensen, move your target red ass off of my racing line, please. Oh, fuck. I'm not supposed to be running into it. That's not what the target's for. I know where I'm good around this track, and I know where I'm bad. I just gotta figure out the right timing on when to make my moves. Jeez, I was about to head for the wall there for a second. I had to lift. Car wasn't wanting to turn like it normally does. Currently in 14th, 12 laps to go. I gotta make sure these tires hang on too. After all that we've been through today, if we can get a top 15, I'll be okay with that. If I can get back into the top 10, I'll be happy. If we can get a top 5, I'd be ecstatic. I hope that the subscriber cars, I haven't really mentioned them too much because I've been in my own faults all day today. I saw Says Night Owl once. I haven't seen Shadowheart at all since the start of the race when he was on the front row. Wishing you guys the best of luck. Hope you haven't ran into any problems like I have today. Depending on how far away the next 4 cars or 3 cars are for position, you know, top 10 is definitely within the picture. Oh, easy there, boys. Easy there. The 83 and the 8, we're getting a little bit dory. Door slamming into each other. It's not even for a position I'm fighting for. Kenseth, what are you fucking doing? Round the outside, Slim Shady style. Let's go. Is the 83 for position 2? I imagine he's got to be. I keep getting my nose in there on him. 10 laps left in this race. Man, my back is sweating. I've been working hard on this fucking track. I can feel it. My shirt's sticking to my back's sticking to my seat, my balls are sticking to my legs. I hope that these tires stick to the end of this race. I do not want to come back down pit road just to take 2 tires or 4 tires. Probably would take 4 tires if I had to come back down pit road again, but I don't want to. I'm trying to not slide around like I was in the first half of this race. I'm just trying to ease into the corners like the rest of these guys are doing. I'll definitely cut that corner They should take that line, honestly. Like, that's way faster than them swinging out wide like they have been. Long way to go before we get to our next position for anybody, or even our next car. Don't you do it, Kane. Don't you do it. You know what I'm fighting for. Fuck, I just gave him a bumper. Let him know. Again, my brakes are not doing what they should be. I also didn't shift down in a second like I normally do in that corner, but fucking hell, it feels like the brakes aren't doing what they should be. Just gotta ride it out. It's gonna be a decent recovery, even after everything we've done. Can finish amongst this position right here. I'd say that's not bad for how bad this race could have been. I could have been knocked out of it if I would have gotten hit a few more times. I got my tires into the sand, into the grass. That's not sand. That's green. Wasn't able to slow myself down. I slid right through that corner. Get out of here, Vickers. I've got that inside. Use my car to block the whole track. You ain't gonna get around me. There we go. Get around Kane again. Finally. Hopefully I can actually clear him around that hairpin and he doesn't get a chance to get up back around me. I know I probably haven't been talking too much on this episode of my season. I'll do my best to try and cut things together to make it a nice, you know, watch for you guys. Like, I don't want you to be left in silence unless it's like loud engine noises with, you know, cool angles of the race. But if I'm just sitting here in the car not talking, you know, I don't want you guys sitting through that unless you guys want to see that. Otherwise, let me know down below. There's been some of these points in this race where I've just made some silent laps trying to make sure I hit my marks in order to get up into a better position for myself, and I'm trying to focus on not sliding my tires so I don't have to come back down pit road, because I have a feeling with how early that I came down the first time that I could very well possibly have to come down again. Next time by, it'll be 5 laps to go, and it's all about just kind of cruising from there. Gotten some distance on the 9 car, 5 seconds to the 84 car who's up next. I see him up there. 24 cars a lap down. Not for position. That's unless the 84 just passed him or something. This ain't going good. No, you keep your fucking tires underneath you. All that gap that I had, that 1.2 second gap, is gone. It happened every single lap on this race. Maybe if I slapped a next-gen car on this track, maybe it'd do a lot better. That car's less prone to fishtailing on the ass end. Here we go. Now we can say it properly. 5 laps to go around New Hampshire. I'm just praying that my tires, my rights hang on. Those are what wore out the most on the first run, because otherwise we're doing in a pretty decent position right now. And they're wrecking somewhere. Just trying to baby it up here, not spin the tires anywhere. I haven't even looked at where my tires are at for conditions. I don't want to, honestly. I don't want to look until I hear that they're about to blow up. And if I get that message on the last lap, I'm sending her across the checkered line regardless. What are you two dickweeds doing slapping each other around back here? Come on, make a decision, make a pass. There we go. Both of you lap down, slow cars. That's going to probably hurt Gordon's points a little bit after he ran into the tires. I definitely want to see what happened to cause that. I caught the tail end of it going over the hill, but... Another chunk of lap cars up here. I wonder if they're holding up anyone important to me. I'm 1 spot away from a top 10. Told you it could be doable. After a day that I've had, I will take a top 10 if I fuck it up like that. 84 is blocked by both lanes, the 96 and I don't know who else that is on the outside of the 96, but that 84 has nowhere to go. Robbie Gordon is ahead of the 96. 84 is the next car I gotta pass. That's Allmendinger, road course ringer himself. Ringer dinger, Allmendinger. Oh please, oh please. Why'd you brake check me, you freaking hot-headed punk-ass bitch? I'm racing for fucking points here, buddy. I will ship you. In a second. I almost forgot to shift. I was too busy focused on my racing line. Going in the grass, fuck it. I gotta start squeezing. I was riding on the rumble strips there. No! You son of a bitch! You thought you could turn me, you pushed me out of your way, you bully. I'm not even gonna show you the bumper. I'm just gonna get a good big hard ass run and get out of here. I ran into the 7. That was bad. I don't know why. I shifted into a 5th gear on my gearbox for some fucking reason. I don't know why I did that. Unnecessary. Now I'm behind the 43 again, which if you saw the last Cup episode, we've got some history. He's probably watching his rear view right now to make sure I don't touch him. Leader's getting around to the white flag already. Holy hell. Holy hell, look at all the fucking lap cars we got here. These are possible positions. If I can catch all of this at the right time, coming around that you know, big swaying turns 1 and 2. You know what? I'm sorry, Labani. I had to give you a nudge. You were blocking me. You're not even for the next position, I don't think. I don't know. It says the 84 still. I haven't come across it. It hasn't updated. If you were, I'm sorry. Boyer's up here too? Newman? Oh, this is gonna be some fucking prize money right here. This is a 4-leaf clover if I've ever seen one. I haven't gotten word about my tires. I've got to do something. There's the 07 car who shit me at the beginning of this race. That was totally on accident. Definitely not. Fuck you, Boyer. That's what you get for rear-ending me going up the hill at the beginning of the race. I had to use Newman, but I got him. We don't have much longer. Tires held on. Move, 44. I'm being so impatient. There we go. Get around the 44. Checkered flag. Where are we going to finish? That was a hell. 5th place! I got a top 5 after all of that. Huh. That was a fucking race right there. I thought I had to work for the nationwide race. That was... I'm literally sweating. My shirt... I don't even care anymore. We're done. We have finished the race. You guys wanted to see me ship this car over the hill, right? Woo! Oh, where's an invisible wall? Fuck! Someone help me. Flip me back over, please. Get a forklift. I need a tow truck. Shadowheart won the race. The first subscriber winner. Our leader has taken the white flag of the race and he can put this thing on cruise control. And it's a subscriber car. The EA Sports NASCAR 09 Chevrolet driven by Shadowheart has a 15.5 second lead on second place Tony Stewart, who is maybe just now about to cross the start finish line. We got cameras focused on the leader as Shadowheart's coming down, banging gears down, slowing down. Jimmy Johnson's right in front of him. He's had a bad day. Championship contender. Also got Michael Waltrip and Mark Martin, some old geezers driving up in front of him. Kind of got a bit of a block, but he's got nothing to worry about. There's no competition behind him. He's going up over the hill, down into the swooping left-hander, into this carousel here that we have at the New Hampshire Road Course. Trying to get to the inside of the 48 car, not really. He's kind of just taking it easy, and if he's got the spot to take it, he'll take it. Looking to the left side of Johnson now. Right side, that's my bad. Camera's got me all flip-flopped around. He's trailing nicely at the back of this line. He's the caboose of these guys. The 8, the 55, the 48. These guys are just trying to stay on the lead lap. Nothing to worry about. Don't even see the 20 car way back there coming down the hill yet. Shadowheart has nothing to worry about. He's got a couple more corners to go. One more dogleg corner. He's coming back onto the front straightaway. Checkered flag is flying. For the first time, a subscriber car is going to take a win, and it's Shadowheart behind the wheel. Look at that. Congratulations on getting the first win for the channel outside of myself. We are halfway done, 5 races down, 5 races to go, and the point lead has really closed up. Kurt Busch is only 4 points ahead of myself, and Kenseth and Harvick have kind of closed in as well. Not as many people are tied up in the points, but they're all still pretty close together. I want to give a shout out to our subscriber drivers for this episode, this video, and in this race. Shadowheart, you are the first winner across the entire channel to get a win in one of these subscriber entries, and Says Night Owl getting 3rd place in the number 45 Richard Petty Experience Dodge. Congratulations. We all got a top 5. I was able to push back after a really hard fight, coming back from getting spun out on lap 7, I believe. Was running on old tires after that, just made my scheduled pit stop and started working on each car, getting back through the field, and that last final lap there was really the money that got me back a lot of those positions. I was running in 11th for most of that time towards the end of the race, and then magically wound up in 5th. I will take that as a blessing. Surely as hell was about to lose a lot of points in this race if I hadn't have made up what I did. I fell back to 25th. If I would have finished back there, my race would have very well been done, and I would have been back kind of where Jeff Gordon or Kyle Busch would have been. This helps with my confidence. The 5 races that are left, we've performed well at. We've got a super speedway, we've got some 1.5 miles. This was probably one of the hardest fights, hardest battles that I've ever had in the race. I had to crank the wheel a lot going around that outer loop on the road coursing section of that track. And I've got the force feedback percentage set at 66%, and after doing like 30-ish laps on that track, it was really putting into work. My room's pretty hot. It doesn't get great circulation or AC ventilation. I just got a fan going to keep me cool in here. That was probably the greatest earned top 5 that I've ever had on the channel so far. Kurt Busch is still the man to try and knock off the top. I'm very close to trying taking my lead back. Kentucky Speedway will be up next. I know that's kind of a surprise, kind of a bit of a shock, but it was a 1.5 miles that I kind of found decent at least running in the Technics NASCAR races. I seem to have fun racing at Kentucky, so that's kind of where that idea stems from. I always ran good there, and I feel like in NR 2003, it might transfer over. I want to thank everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this hard battle on the New Hampshire road course. Kind of had to do a change of plans real quick, but I enjoyed racing on the track. I hope you enjoyed watching. You guys are fantastic, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.